Now, how do you move at the age of 50 to keep you supple and vital and moving with ease throughout your lifetime? What if I told you that the way that you move at 50 is no different to the way that you moved at the age of 5, or the way that you were moving at 3 or 2? You still have those natural blueprints. And that's what somatic movement practices guide you to your natural movement patterns. My name is Yasmin Lambert. I am the founder of Soma Sensing, which is a somatic practice that guides you back to your body's innate ability to heal, to move, to sense and organize itself. And my practice is informed by fascia. Fascia is the soft matter that gives us our form. In the past, we would talk about muscle. I come from a fitness background, so muscles were where I started from. And today we're learning how our body is formed, how our body is shaped. And fascia is the fabric that we want to connect to, especially as we age. And let me tell you why. Fascia is the stuff that is made from collagen. Now, collagen is linked to our aging, right? Collagen, elastin, and mostly water. Most of it is water. And there is a molecule called hyaluron that absorbs water to give us the plumpness in our skin. Stress and lack of movement leads to stiffness, inflammation in our body's fascia. And because we produce less collagen as we age and we produce less hyaluron as we age, we want to make the most of our collagen and our hyaluron. And movement is essential for that. Fascia, healthy fascia, if you want healthy collagen and you want plumpness in your skin, you need to move. Now, how do you know what the best movement is, right? This is where this practice comes in. And the reason that we go to natural movement patterns is that the body already knows. If we go to movements that we've created or prescribed, we don't know whether those are the best. And look, movement is good. Even if you go out for a walk every day, I mean, that's natural movement, right? But there are movements that you can experience to release the stuckness and strain, natural movement patterns to release the stuckness and strain, so you can come back to moving with ease like this or like this. Everyone, doesn't matter how old you are, should have the ability to sit with ease in this way. And the only thing that prevents us is the stuckness, the strain, the lack of movement, or even the type of movement that we've been doing over the years. Exercising, for example, can also restrict the way that we move. And you know, the way we've been lifting weights, for example. Now, I come from a fitness background, and 30 years ago, I trained as a fitness professional. So I know my stuff. I've trained my body in the other way. And let me tell you, I am able to sit like this at 60. I was not able to sit like this in my 30s when I was training as a fitness professional. I had to go and do stretching separately to what I was doing. You don't need to do any of this, especially when you get to your later years. You want to stay supple and hydrate your body's fascia. You should be able to move with ease. So I'm moving in this way without having to stretch. I no longer lift weights. I may have the urge to pull or push something, but for the purpose of this practice, I want to start you off with a couple of movements that's going to help you recognize the way that your body moves naturally is going to keep your fascia supple and healthy. It's exactly what we want as we age, making the most of our collagen and hyaluron, right? So before I begin, I just want to give you one word to remember. We're not stretching, we are hydrating. Our body will unwind. Hydration is linked to water, but not drinking water. Hydration is linked to the suppleness, the gel-like sensation of our body. So that's where we're heading to. And you could do pulsing movements like this, which will keep you supple. You don't have to stretch. So let's begin. Now, when we start, I just want you to come and sit comfortably. Doesn't matter how. Come on the ground, and you can have your hands behind you, and let's start here. And with your hands behind you like this, you might notice that your legs start to move. This is your body doing its thing. It wants to do this. And your body might start to hydrate like this. It's moving, oscillating. We call it oscillation in the fascia world. And these little movements, these micro movements, is how your body starts to release the stuckness and strain. So you can sit here, and everybody can sit with ease. And now if your body's not doing this, it's okay. It just means that you've got a little bit of stuckness and you're not releasing. It's okay. Just come to whatever your body's doing. It might just be, your feet might just be moving, and that's okay. What's really important is just to hang out and let your body find what feels good. So that's the first part. In somatic practice, we're listening. We're listening to find what feels good and in soma sensing, we allow the body to go to where it feels most easeful. And you might notice, oh, I'm starting to unwind my shoulders. So you want to be unwinding, and this is unwinding to hydrate. Just getting into the neck and shoulders, especially the shoulders. And I want to take a little moment to pause here and chat to you for a bit. Now this fascia, our fabric, just a quick one. Fascia is the stuff that forms everything. And you might see it as this kind of white stuff that covers muscles, right? Doesn't cover, it actually infuses everywhere. But just for the purpose of knowing that we often hold strain in the neck and shoulders, lower back, it's because we have more dense fascia in those areas. But we also hold strain on the inside. So this, the way that we hold our breath, for example, maybe that we're stuck on the inside. So we want to soften everything, let go, and really rest to allow the strain to release, right? So when you feel strain in your neck and shoulders, lower back, it's because there's denser areas there, and this movement, coming back to hanging out, this movement will just feel so good, just getting into those. I just love these. And you just hydrate, your body might take some spontaneous breaths. You don't have to think about whether you should be breathing in or out. Your body does it for you, okay? So that's just something to explore. Sitting with ease and letting your body find its way. Okay, so let's explore a different motion. I want to give you a few seated movements. So if you can come and sit just hanging out, like you're at the beach somewhere, and you're coming to sit in the most easeful way. And I want to begin by guiding you to how children move on the ground. We feel the floor. We're noticing my hands on the ground. I can just send the floor away. I can send the floor away like this and add a little pulse. And really, that's how simple movement is. And the reason that it's so simple and the whole body moves, you're not isolating individual muscles, is your fascia is one piece of fabric. When the hands, when the heel of your hand sends the floor away, the whole body moves. That gives you a clue that everything is connected. There's no separation. So you're just pulsing, and when you're pulsing, everything is responding. You can restore suppleness in your thighs, your pelvis, your neck and shoulders, and then you rest for a moment and come and hang out again. And just rest. And from this resting state, you might find that you feel the urge to hold on to your foot. If not, you can explore that. Children hold on to their foot, right? Hold on to the outer edge of your foot. And just play with it a little here. Might just explore. You might take that foot across, and when you take this foot across, your body is going to take a spontaneous breath in. And then it might have a sigh. So it's, I just want to get into there. And then you might find a sighing sensation. Every time your body senses motion, it will respond. Your breathing just happens spontaneously. Okay, so here you go, moving again. You can move the ground. I'm just sending the floor away and giving myself a little bit of an oscillation. And the purpose of somatic practice, or we call it somatic awareness, is to listen and to notice, where does it feel best for me? Does this feel good? How am I sensing this? And let's come back, holding onto the foot. Where can we go next? Remember sending the floor away. Let's send the floor away. Let's continue to send the floor away. And you take a big spontaneous breath. Send the ground away. And then you come back down onto the opposite side. Now, if you get lost at any point, please adjust your body just to where it feels comfortable for you. And you could explore again on this side. You could hold onto your foot, bring it across. You're just playing, exploring, finding what feels easeful here. You can bring the foot all the way across, or not. You might find you just want to play a little bit here. And really the purpose of exploring is to listen. Where can I feel best? And your body will always pause when it's had enough. If you're ready with me, you can send the floor away, sending the floor away. As you come all the way up, and then you can sigh on the way down. You should be able to move like this at any age. Look, my mom is 84. She's able to send the ground away and then come back down and rest. You could just rest for a moment, bring your foot across, play a little here, and explore that once more. You could even just send the ground away and wait a little. And the quieter you go, the quieter you sense and move, the easier it is for your body to find the motion. Okay, and just rest here for a moment. Now, this is how we tap into what the body already knows. You're not trying to move a leg or move position. As soon as your body senses that your senses with your hand, it takes you somewhere like this. So moving the floor away, the body has motion. And it's something that we really need to understand, because it's like we're taught to stretch and we're taught to move in a particular way, but just moving. So let's explore moving. You might come onto your knees, and we do this naturally in our daily lives, right? And so with this practice, come to where it feels easeful. The difference is when we're moving in our everyday lives, we're not paying attention. We're just moving. We're in our heads, right? We're just thinking and moving. We're not noticing whether our body's taking the strain. So if you are looking to keep your body vital, somatic practices help you to connect to yourself through body sensation. And you can join me right now. I'm kind of listening to my body as I'm moving. And the best part of this practice is you're always finding what feels good. You're not forcing, you're not fixing. This is one of the best movements. You're not having to sit and struggle. You can bring yourself off your heels. You can unwind, let your shoulders release a little bit. See where it takes you, okay? You might come, it might take you to 4-point kneeling. You can, so for many people, turning their toes this way doesn't feel comfortable. If it doesn't, just stay where you are. If it does, you can come here, you can pulse back. So I'm pulsing back. I'm not stretching, I'm pulsing. And this does a few things. It takes care of my feet. Our feet get really stuck. And by the way, you really want to wear shoes that feel like your feet are free. You never want to restrict or wear heels that are too high for you. I'm mostly barefoot. So, just sensing, you're sensing, where does it feel good? Where do my toes feel like they want to go here? Just sensing. This is the best way to move as you age. It's going to keep your fascia supple, plump, make the most of your water in your body. So really just get into those areas. Just need to get into there. And let's just come back for a moment. So yeah, that's how you're going to start to explore. Come back to your natural movement patterns. Coax and pulse and move. And let me tell you, these natural movement patterns will mean that you don't need to do Kegels or strengthen your pelvic floor. Yeah, that's number one, isn't it? We worry about, what happens when we age. After we give, if you've had a natural birth or if you've had a cesarean, you're going to be concerned about what type of exercises would I be doing? What about pelvic health? Honestly, your body knows how to take care of you. And in soma sensing, we unlock that blueprint. And it's as simple as listening, allowing, and the listening is the most important part. If I'm sitting here, does it feel easeful? And coming back to sitting in these comfortable ways. You can try this practice. You could go from here, just send the ground away and add a little rocking motion. Now, isn't this just amazing? Just this rocking motion will ease any strain you have in your ankle, in your knee. And if you can't sit on your heel like I am, go to where it feels most comfortable for you. If it means that you're sitting off your heel, you can be here, you can be here, you can move around and come back to where we were here. Now, I understand that this might not be something that you could explore on your own, and that's okay. You could always connect with me. There will be some sessions that I'll be running soon. And if you want a floor practice, if you want a somatic practice on the ground, you can go to this next video. But I just hope that this will give you some sense of how important it is to come back to your original blueprint.